Stag Do.
Cheaters.
And plenty of knives.
Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos!
We are coming to you at the speed of sound from the Hexapod Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. Guys, it's the 88th episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. My name is Nick, and I am joined by my one and only co-host, Luke.
That's right. I'm hosting with the co-host with the most. You call him Nick, but the guy that keeps us together, the glue that fills our soul and warms our hearts, DJ Hot Hands.
Should be DJ Gorilla Glue with that intro, boys. Hey, thanks for having me out today.
Whatever it is, we don't know, but that's where we're going. And Nick's going to give us a little bit more on the navigation. Nick, what are we doing today?
You got something to get off your chest in a segment of chest hair. And then, you know, when this airs, I'm just going to say it at the top of the show, when this airs, it's going to have been a great weekend for the boys, for the lads. We're going to celebrate Luke and see if you can catch on to the theme. But it's going to be a big weekend when this premieres. So we have a segment about Do You Know What's Popular? We're going to do a party knowledge, and we're going to do Don't Quote Me on This, and we'll wrap it up with some Australian news. So just a reminder to our returning listeners and a note for our new friends here at the Velocity Chaos podcast. We explore the highest heights of human knowledge and the lowest depths of crude humor. Our mission is to tickle that pink thing between your ears, poke that frontal lobe, or sometimes just smash the laugh box. So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
And before we get into all of it, I just want to remind for you guys to follow us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod and on Facebook. Also, drop us some stars on Apple Podcasts, some love on the Spotify. Toss us a sub on YouTube. But truly, we just want to thank each and every one of you for your support.
All right. Well, as we get into the show, every time at the top, we always do a round of Make the Connection. This is a little warm-up game Luke and I play. Essentially, we're going to get two words from DJ Hot Hands. He's also going to give us our moves, our turns, and essentially that'll dictate how many word association choices that we have between getting from point A to point B. Feel free to join in along as you get into your car, you get into work, you get into the gym, yell it out in the library, wherever you're at, join on in our Make the Connection. Some of you getting pretty good out there, and you're letting us know it. You're giving us clear paths from word A to B. So, all right, DJ Hot Hands, take it away.
All right, fellas. Luke's got that power stance going on. He's got that flip back chair. 90s school teacher. So
Ride it.
Get ready. Just check him out with the D6s.
Man.
I think you gave me weighted dice. This we got a 4 and a 1.
Classic.
Man, I was trying to look over the rim of that cup, and I thought, oh, it looks like a 6. No, it's a 4.
I want to look at the stat, how many 4-1 combos we've had, because I don't know. These might be some metric dice.
Yeah, a metric dice.
Anyway,
it should be averaging out to about 7, but man, we are well under that.
Well under. All right,
It'll
so
come,
what are
it'll
our
come.
words?
In 5 moves, I would like you to make the connection between the Home Depot and the Himalayas.
I thought you were going to go with Lowe's.
Wood, Lowe's, done. Himalayas.
The Himalayas.
Himalayas. All right, so not including the first word, I'm going to toss it over to Luke, then he's going to take it away from there. 5 moves, so here we go. Home Depot.
Construction.
Huts.
The word I'm trying to think of, like that.
Is it an S?
Living.
Wow. Ascension.
Himalayas.
I was like, Huts, base camp. Base camp.
Base
camp.
I was thinking like
Sherpas.
protection from the elements, but
Okay.
that was a little much.
All right.
And I couldn't think of like a word that just said that.
Got it. Well, we'll move on as I figure it out with DJ Hot Hands. Luke's going to take us into the first segment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I got some chest hair. I wasn't trying to cheat. Wasn't trying to be a cheater, but I got some chest hair right now. About cheaters. See that, Michelle? I hear got. No, this is. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Drop a bomb. Here we go. Jerry Springer on Velocity Chaos.
Oh.
Be cool.
All right, be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Jacob Runyon and Chase Kaminsky, be cool. I heard this story over the weekend. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
did.
This is a spicy one.
All right, cue up, play Sticky Fishing While I Didn't See It Coming. Throwback to our band, one of our bands that we made. There was a walleye tournament here in Cleveland on good old Lake Erie.
Yep. Fishing
tournament. It's supposed to be 2 days, but because of the nasty winds in the forecast, they cut it down to 1 day.
Oh.
But there was some shenanigans that were going on. Some cheaters afoot. Jacob Runyon of Cleveland and his tournament fishing partner Chase Kaminsky of Hermitage, PA.
It's pronounced Hermitage.
Hermitage Pa.
Hermitage Pa.
So they were finally caught placing weights inside their fish.
Wait. Can we pause? Finally caught?
Finally.
What does that
caught.
mean?
So they have been reading through the article, which I did, of course. No. So they have been like considered like some of the best to do it over the last, few years. Like these guys are like legends, like with, how they catch these fish. They're like always winning tournaments or like, finishing near the top. And a lot of people suspected that they've been cheating, but no one can ever pin it on them.
Wow.
So yeah, finally they've been caught placing, I don't have the guy's name, but one of the guy who's running this tournament, he's like, let me check the fish, because that's curious because it's like it was best of their 5 fish weights.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, for those fish that size, like that weight that they're coming up with is pretty. It doesn't match up. So he went and felt the fish, and he feels something hard inside him. So he brings out the fillet knife, guts open a fish, and there they are. There was like 5 like 12-ounce weights inside one of the fish.
I was like,
What?
dude, Luke or Nick, have you seen this video?
It's
No.
crazy.
If you haven't checked it out, this guy, and like you said, walleye fishermen are no joke in Cleveland. That's a big deal on here on the Great Lakes. We have walleye, we have perch. I used to go out walleye fishing with my old man every year. And you catch some big honking fish, but guys take that seriously. It's livelihood to some people.
Yeah.
And that guy that judge must have knew, man, seasoned pro,
Right. Yeah. So his name's Jason Fisher. So, that
Well,
classic fisherman's name.
I wonder what that
Yeah.
guy does for a living.
he's an accountant.
Yeah. So he's the tournament director. Yeah, he's reading. When I felt something, or I knew right away something was very wrong with those walleye. I felt something hard in the belly of the fish, and their limit of 5 walleye seemed excessively heavy at more than 33 pounds for their length. I called for a fillet knife, and then they found the
Bring me
weights.
the knife.
Yeah, fillet knife me. So yeah, they had the sinkers in there, like just these big weights that they were putting in the fish, and then the other thing they would do is so they would get the weights in the fish and then put other pieces of filleted walleye inside the fish. So not only were they feeding the weights in the fish, then they were shoving down other like walleye bits into them, so in between the weights, so you couldn't hear them,
Yeah.
Wow.
they wouldn't jingle.
They
That's
wouldn't
just
jingle.
sadistic.
That's like putting the towel around your beers when you're sneaking out as
Yeah.
a kid. That's all I've
Exactly.
heard.
So were they doing this right in front of these guys?
No, everyone goes out on their boat for these tournaments, and then
No. Like were they filleting the
yeah,
fish
yeah.
open right in front of the cheaters?
Yeah, so they were waiting. All the people, like the crowd, was there, like watching, like at the weigh-in station or wherever they were at, and like DJ Hot Hands is saying, like fishing is no joke, especially on the tournament scene.
Yeah.
Like
There's 30 grand on them.
yeah, 30 grand on the line for this tournament. So they're definitely getting blackballed from fishing
Yeah.
for life. Like no one's ever gonna have anything to do with them, and it's
you can
just
see the one guy. He's at the end of the video, He's
Yeah.
just kind of like looking down at the crate, like
Kicking dirt.
I didn't do that.
I mean, and the best part is like Fisher doesn't even. He's like, bring me the knife, and he like just gangster moves these fish. He doesn't like let's like slice him open. He grabs a sucker by the gill and just like belly open, just goes, let's go. Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
I mean, when something's wrong, and there's people calling for these guys' heads.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Fisher was like, all right, you guys got to get out of here because people are like wanting to physically harm these guys.
Take your money.
People were calling the cops and all this. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, the Great Lakes are they are the largest source of fresh water on the planet. So there's probably so much fishing and tournaments around here that a lot of these guys probably see each other a lot.
Yeah.
So you've taken money from other people.
Probably, most of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
The
looking.
judge goes, "Bring me the fillet knife." He cuts them open, and then you just hear somebody else, "Bring me the fillet knife." I've got to cut
delicious.
your purse strings, and by purse strings, I mean your nutsack.
Right. So yeah, they've won expensive fishing boats in a couple tournaments over the last couple of years.
Oh.
They've won several tens of thousands of dollars, probably even the hundreds of thousands of dollars, just with winnings. And reading through, it's like they've over the last few years they've been some of the like legendary fishermen of the area in the Great Lakes because of how many tournaments they've won. But when it comes down to it, what sports can you think of where luck plays the biggest factor? Fishing,
Poker.
poker, yeah.
Poker.
What about fishing, hunting maybe? But hunting's not. Oh, surfing.
Surf, yeah.
Surfing's big because I mean you're not calling up a wave,
Exactly, yeah.
and you're not checking. I mean, the best you can do is check conditions, but you're still out there looking for the wave, and you have a certain period of time to get up on one. So I know it is skill based, but
Yeah.
every surfer talks about the perfect wave and how much that can help you.
Water sports.
I'd say golf in many ways.
A little bit. But
There's ways.
fishing's
got to be
my
number
main
one.
point is fishing is extremely lucky.
Yeah.
And for someone to be, consistently finishing top positions, like how is that possible? Like to be that good at fishing when it's,
Sure.
when it's
I got the best fishing hole, dude. I got the best baits.
yeah.
Got everything. So I get the best fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the best boats, best rods.
Best babes, best fish, best bass, baby.
That
So
just
bass. Really quick, I wanted
Yeah.
to say like the winnings, just the winnings, like the top 10 winners, like the number 10 is like 2.9 million just to get into the top 10 of earners of all time in fishing. So like that's the amount of money on the line that we're talking about over many years, of course.
Yeah.
But just to make $2 million doing anything over a period of time is pretty good. Almost $3 million just to get in the top 10. So these guys are definitely, man, that's like deflating a football. No, just kidding. It's not- a little different.
But still, it's to not you're doing this, and this is where my big chest hair comes with cheating. It's like if you beat me, I could care less if you beat me straight up because you're more skilled than I am, or I had a bad day. Like okay, that happens.
Yeah.
But if you're getting an unfair advantage or like changing the numbers of the equipment to your favor,
Sure.
like that's outside of regulation, then that's when there's a problem of like I'm sure there's dozens of other teams. I think there was 30 other team or 29 other teams in this tournament. That's they were 2-man teams, so it's like that's 58 other people that you're cheating out of this prize money. And for how many tournaments have they been doing this? Like just only now they have been caught, and to affirm, I guess, a lot of speculation over the years that they've been doing this. Like that's bold. You got to have some stones to do that. Like
Yeah. I wonder if they can take the money away now. Like
maybe probably be some lawsuits.
I mean,
Maybe.
technically, that qualifies as a felony. If you take $30,000 divided by 58 people, that's more than $500 a person.
Yeah.
You know what I
If
mean?
you steal fraud, yes, committing fraud. I don't
And
know.
2 boats, 2 expensive boats. Like if you had that, if you like, I don't know how do you confirm that. Like maybe they actually did good in a couple tournaments, but like
Yeah.
to win 2 expensive fishing boats and
Yeah, the easy answer there is just
kill them.
bring me the fillet knife.
Castration.
Yeah. Real quick. No, if you're the guys, just stop it for a while, cool off, be like, man, just tough luck for this year. Last 2 years been tough luck, and then just get on a heater again. Get back on the heater and just, you know what I mean? Like, you got to throw off the scent.
I wouldn't even.
That's the thing that bothers me. Dumb cheaters.
Yeah.
Smart cheaters. All right, whatever. We'll never know. But like dumb cheaters, like McConaughey says, if you're stupid enough to get caught, ...
They should probably never show themselves around ever. They should pick up a new hobby.
A judge. You're never allowed to pick up a fishing rod again.
Yeah. If you do, you got to be in some other country or on some removed lake.
Yeah.
Get
banned from getting on boats.
Because if you know what they do, they'll probably be sleeping with the fishes.
Hey-o.
Sleeping with the fishes. Oh, man. That's a good one. But crazy and happened in our own backyard. And speaking of sleeping, man, before we get into the next one, I have a question for you. How was your sleep last night? Hopefully better than those guys. Don't answer that. I already know is good. Unless you were sleeping on bed, you are not having the nightful rest that you deserve. Bed will coddle you, support you, give you a safe place to cry on. Bed is there for you. The soft body and membrane has been around for millions of years, and the secret is finally being awoken. Unlike you, who will be peacefully sleeping in bed, getting the perfect amount of rest, bed will make you feel like you are sleeping on clouds because you will be sleeping literally on clouds. That's right. Bed supports you with the softness of clouds. When you order bed, be sure to use the code VCSLEEP for a silent $70 off your first monthly payment. Bed. It's like sleeping on clouds because you are. This is not an actual product service idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there's something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation, offer no judgment of the actual product service idea. Pew! Pew, 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 pew. All right, guys, do you know what's popular?
I'm so hip with pop culture.
I have no empirical evidence to back this up, so we're just going to go purely based on speculation, but we're going to chat it up. Essentially, I think DJ Hot Hands and I might be coming into some bachelor party gifts, bachelor groomsman gifts sometime pretty soon here.
I don't subscribe to it.
I know. Well, but we're just gonna put some ideas out there, just in case there's somebody out there listening to us right now that will have to be buying these for us for being there for him soon.
I don't buy it.
Wink, wink.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
Anyway, I popped a link into our show. You can see it in our show notes. This is Groovy Groomsman Gifts. Man, they have a lot on here. So start scrolling, Hot Hands.
I hope you like spicy water.
Get your shopping cart ready. Some of these are cool. Some of them are generic, like the one with the stripper silhouette on it. You can get shots fired for $10 a piece.
Oh, those would look nice in my living room.
Everyone gets a Christmas story leg lamp.
That's not bad.
That might go somewhere.
Dang, I just thought of it. That's pretty sweet.
Some of these groomsmen are really, really, really close to each other. They sell boxers with the groom's face on them.
Dang, okay. And then it's like when you pull your schwans out the flap, it's like out of the nose.
Yeah, that's you could probably custom design it. That'd be hilarious to give your friends that. Guys, I love you, and I know how much you love me. Talk about No Nut November. That's how you do it. You just get a bunch of boxers.
Every time you look down, your support group's right there looking back at you.
You can do it, man.
Smiling face.
You can't do it, man. Don't do it, man.
I actually didn't know this was a tradition until your wedding. I had never been a groomsman before. So,
wow. Wow.
Because I remember his gift. His gift was very nice. And I was like, oh.
What was it? What was the gift?
I was kidding. It was
a foil ball that he with a ball peen hammer, and it made it completely smooth.
Chipotle.
It was a beautiful
burrito wrapper from the other night. I had to eat 8 burrito wrappers for all you guys. 8 burritos I had to eat.
You know what I appreciated about your groomsman gifts? There was some showmanship there.
Yeah.
It was
he still doesn't remember
there
what
was a log. There was a log in the middle of the table, and there was. Doesn't matter how many. There was plenty of knives with our names in it, and it was like a presentation that says, "Men, come in here and join me and grasp your saber," or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
reach it down the front of his pants.
I'm like, no, Zach, stop, grabbing the wrong one.
He made us stand on a wall and threw them at us.
Whoever doesn't get hit
demonstration.
one, if it hits you, you can keep it.
There used to be 12 groomsmen. Ended up with 7.
No, I said the only thing older than the only tool older than the knife is friendship.
Oh.
Yeah, he said the only profession older than the knife is prostitution.
I remember that.
Time to bend over.
You want this?
Dude, this one that I really like on here.
Am I supposed to click on this link?
Yeah, click on it.
I thought we were doing like a top 10.
No.
Oh, we're just
this is different.
Okay, my bad.
I said it at the beginning of the segment. I don't have empirical evidence. This is
This is
scrolling through
our top 10.
Oh, okay.
This is scrolling through the Broster holster. Did you see these?
Which one? Oh, is that the one with the beer? It's the beer hook.
They're like real. It's like a leather. It's like a real leather holster, but for beer. So it goes on your belt. It's like nice. It has your name on it or phrase, and you can just pop a beer in there.
It's on sale.
Oh, dude,
$35. Dude, those things are sweet at a tailgate.
Need one of those in my life.
Yeah.
Just to have one on deck at all times.
Yeah.
There's certain things that are okay, like a shot glass.
Cool.
I get it. Well, Fernando's were cool because his
were custom made. Yeah, he had
blown
out-
blast.
Shout out to Glass Bubble Project.
Ooh.
Yeah, they went out and
It was
got
blown blast.
Yeah,
Bone blast.
blown blast.
I think the Stein, or not the Stein, but like the large mug that's classic.
Those are classic.
The ones that say it's a from a game bat, like piece.
Oh, right.
Piece of wood from a game bat from your professional baseball team. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
flasks are good.
Old Babe Ruth, classic. Hollowed out.
I thought about this. Like, how many friends would you need to be in? Like, how many wedding parties would you need to be in as a guy to collect pretty much all
them all.
general Bachelor gifts? Because there's only so many Bachelor gifts you could give.
I was gonna say, like, there's not much shit that I want to like throw in my pocket and be like, I got to carry this around all day because my car's somewhere else. Yeah.
My brother-in-law gave me a sweet leather shave bag, like for traveling.
Ooh.
A
dot bag.
That's cool.
What's it called?
Dop bag, I believe.
Dot bag. Yeah,
I believe.
it's nice.
Shaving kit.
Nice. It's
Dop kit.
Dop kit.
DOPP.
Here's one. Did you guys see they're giving away hatchets with their names on them?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
all we need to do is wear kilts, and then we wear those bad boys to the wedding. That
like it.
move.
Bachelor party. We go to the axe throwing, and they're like, "All right," and we're like, "We brought our own, okay?" Just
Step
whip it
aside.
out, just like throw it, like totally bounces off everything. Catch it, just like Thor.
Damn.
Hey, look, this is for you.
Oh, this
Gone
is for me.
fishing.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some
And
spindle fishers. They're little flies with tuxedos on them.
And there's some extra waders in there that you can shove down the fish's throat.
Hey, man, that could be worth $30,000 for one of your groomsmen, right?
I signed up for this fishing tournament for this weekend. We're gonna win.
Guys, I signed you.
I've never caught a fish before, but we're gonna win.
4 teams of 8 guys, groomsmen and one groom. 7 and 1. It's like, hey guys, we cannot miss. We can't miss.
I don't subscribe to the T-shirt idea.
Yeah.
That's a little too matchy for
Oh,
me.
Yeah,
man.
that's a little weird. It's simple.
The watch is cool with the engraved names on the back or engraved initials. I think that's cool.
You guys aren't watch guys though.
I've been trying to get back into the watch game.
Telling you, Casio, get a nice cheap Casio.
Casio.
Once you pointed it out to me, I couldn't go back. The one I have is a little bulky. That's nice.
Yeah,
Sleek.
I'll send you the link.
Look at these Flaskensteins. Have you seen these?
You say Flaskenstein?
It's like a bigger flask, but it's got the guy's like cartoon. It's got the
caricature
groomsman.
almost.
Yeah, caricature on it. What that brought up something else. Oh, bobbleheads. I've seen people give bobbleheads.
That's intense.
The likeness of their groomsmen. Those are like $80 a pop.
I think I'm just gonna stick with dumping all of our money in an open bar if I ever cross that. There's like, hey fellas, you didn't get a gift, but I got a great bar. So like,
Hire some dancers, some open bar. We good. We good.
Get you guys disc golf sets.
Discount set. They're just used golf.
These are the only ones I don't use anymore.
Oh, the Stone Cold whiskey cubes. Not bad.
What about this molten steel here? It looks okay. Hold on a second. It looks like a bottle opener mixed with a shoehorn.
you said shoehorn.
Molten steel.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing's pretty sweet.
That's the best of both worlds, right
You put
there.
your shoes on it. crack your
Shoehorn.
beer.
Yeah.
I'm down.
At the same time, get a
big
back scratcher.
Stick, the big stick.
How do you guys are you guys stogie gentlemen? I'm a
This
stogie.
guy, he's not a stogie
He's
guy.
not a
He doesn't
stogie
What?
like.
man, huh?
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like cigars.
When did I say that? No, maybe I said it, but when?
At some point, because I got that picture. I did a Photoshop of that picture of you with your cigar, and you're like, "Yeah, I don't like cigars." This had to be
No way.
maybe over the last like 4 years or 5 years. Maybe you
I
developed.
think I've obtained a taste.
Okay.
I think only on special occasions.
I was gonna say, there's a
Maybe
good-
I'm flip flopping here. Maybe you're right.
I don't know.
I might have,
That-
but
I'm like an elephant. I can only forget
I
something.
trust you more than I trust myself these days.
It's like whiskey. It's like maybe when you acquired the taste for whiskey, then
Sure.
your cigar ness went up as well. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't want to be putting words in because maybe some days you don't like anchovies, and then maybe you do like
Some days
anchovies
you
after
just-
a while.
Cracking cans and throwing them back.
Yeah.
Always a knife guy.
Knives are sweet.
It's a practical use thing. Like I don't
Yeah.
have many uses for cups. I got plenty. Of
I don't
cups.
have excuse for. I love how there's like a can opener, but it's just ammunition with like a little
yeah.
notch cut out of it. They're probably live rounds.
Yeah, it just goes off one time.
You're trying to open the bottle, it like shoots out. It just
He wasn't meant to be married.
puts out a light. Oh, think. I think cufflinks are classy. It's a classy gift, but it's hard. I think cufflinks are kind of like they're like ties. They're like colors. Like certain cufflinks don't look good on certain people.
Is this a
Yeah.
common tradition? Is this an American thing? Like, I mean, again, I'm not very hip to wedding traditions at this point, but I mean, is that pretty standard practice? Have like you give a gift to your groomsman kind of deal?
They've made it one.
So, my thing is so if you get these gifts or give these gifts, are you expecting people to use them, or is it more like a souvenir where you cherish it?
I think some people give souvenirs, which I'm like, I don't know about. Like, I tried to pick something, the nice foldable knife, because I think every guy it was DJ Hot Hands who got me going, because like I just bought a nice Coast knife, just keep it around in the pocket. It comes in handy so often. Dig something out, cut something, fight your way out. You got the
One
all
of these.
Swiss.
Dude, that's a classic Swiss.
You got
the
the-
big boy too.
big boy.
Real.
I got one of those.
You got a TV antenna in there?
Yeah, I can do everything.
Got the toothpick
You
still.
can
Yeah.
change your tire with that thing.
Play video games. So I just knew the knife was like a practical utility. Even if you already have a knife, I mean, you can have. Everybody needs more knives.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just give like something that I felt was gonna be
No, I like it.
quick toss, quick toss out the window. And there's some things that are nice, like some bottle openers and stuff like that. But take
About
your top off.
sunglasses.
I can always use something.
Not bad. Not
I
bad.
don't know. I don't like that.
Really? See, ask.
That's too
You know what's good? Sunglasses. Nah.
Dude, you ask Zach, man. I think I've taken more sunglasses that man's owned than meals I've had at his house. Like,
Ooh, a golf mitt. That's kind of nice.
kind of nice. You never
Golf club.
something like I'm never gonna pay for. So if somebody gives me one, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
But you don't think you need one of those until you do.
True.
And then you're like, damn, that was a hard front nine.
Yeah.
Now I got 9 more to play. Ugh. Trying to get that new business partnership. They're like, come on, man. You're like, I don't have a glove.
My pinky is splintered.
Socks. Don't give me socks.
You're not a socks guy.
I'm a big sock guy, but I like to pick my own.
They have
like-
your name on
doesn't
it.
like
I'm
my
not wearing
socks.
them.
He
Yeah.
doesn't like Bombas.
Oh, they got some Yetis on here. With their engraved
Ooh.
Yetis. Those are nice. I'd be down for that.
The Yetis go hard. They have dude. I'm actually, like I said, practical gifts sticking here. They got duffel bags, canvas duffel bags.
Big
I was
old
like,
duffel
I
bag.
said, anything I can use. If it's decorative, I hate to tell you, that thing's probably gonna end up in the basement within
Yeah.
about 6 months.
Yeah.
The
If you kept scrolling, they got the 19 of the best bachelor party gifts in 2022. They got the Travel Marvel sticker of Grooms. I'm gonna get you guys stickers.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Full
yeah.
roll
Yeah.
each. Beeropoly.
Sticker of the groomsman face. The Stein is good. Beer. Oh, you're looking at the expensive
I'm
ones.
gonna make you guys a game board.
the muscle duffel. That's nice.
Yeah, nice
Shower
duffel bag.
beer holder.
Classic.
There you go. Hand stamped tie clip.
I am a shower beer holder.
Yeah.
Shave set. There's the bobbleheads. Groomsman bobbleheads. Oh, baseball bat. I thought it was between baseball bats and the knives when I was picking.
Nice.
And your name is like engraved out of the side of the thick part of the bat.
Ah, cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, mine's on here on this picture like 3 times. or 2.
So yeah, I mean, so just for anybody out there, any guy who's looking for ideas, we just ran through the things we thought would be good. You want to avoid something generic. You want to have something with some utility, something that somebody, when they use it, they think of you, they remember you. Knife's good, a hatchet's good, beer stein's good, especially those nice pewter ones. Those are real nice. So things like stickers and shot glasses with, stuff that's going to wash off them, a little less of a gift. But, whatever floats your boat and your budget.
Yep, stickers, they last a lifetime.
So thanks for riding that out. We care about all the bachelors out there, care about all the groomsmen out there, really looking out for the guys, supporting the groom, We're trying to keep it real. But that leads me into my next segment of party knowledge. Again, thematically, it's all tied together. Origins of the Stag Do.
Offshoot of Kung Fu. This was made by the Native Americans. It's Stag Do, actually. Stag Fu Do. It's they stand like this, the antlers, and then they can defend from all attacks very easily.
Got it.
Yes. So hands up by the heads, wrists in line with the eyes, and almost a horse stance. And
a lot of kicking out, a lot of jumping and leaping.
Yeah.
Stag Do.
Stag Fu Do.
Stag Fu Do.
Yeah.
I stag Fu Do on the weekends. When I leave Kane's Chicken and I got 6 styros stacked up. No, but the Stag Do is or the Stag Do is, now you got me saying Stag Do. The Stag Do. The Stag Do is the British term for bachelor party.
Yeah.
And because of their long history as a culture, it's rooted in Europe and rooted in kind of the first traditions of the bachelor party, which some believe can be traced back to Greece, specifically the Spartans. We're looking at like the 5th century BC. So men have been celebrating men for a long time,
Yeah, they have, especially those Greeks.
Really, yeah, those Greeks really celebrating each other, really just getting in there and celebrating each other. Just
men do.
Huge explosions of celebration everywhere. I'm going to use Stag Do for the rest of my life. I think it's way cooler than bachelor party. In Australia, they call it a buck do, I believe, or they call guys stags, a stag party, a buck party.
That sounds cool.
Buck wild party.
Better than bachelor party.
And that was funny. I realized here there's a British article that I was reading about the history of all this stuff, and the term bachelor is rooted in Old French, and that's probably why the Brits rejected it.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, bachelor pate. They're like, yeah, no, man, we're going out for Stag Do.
Going out for me buck tonight, eh? You going out for your buck, going for stag. Who the fuck's bachelor, mate?
Well, it matches up, if you go to a party stag, you solo, so this is like your last time solo.
And so, I mean, this is almost like a what do you think it means segment, because that word stag, that's where it kind of comes from. The lone stag, the powerful stag, the deer, the male deer that was just like kind of on his own, could handle himself, can do his own stuff. And that's kind of what they think that like the Stag Do started to come from was the British like to generalize a lot. And so they start calling a lot of things the same thing. And so for a long period of time, a stag was any like male animal. Like, it started with the deer, but they're like, there's pig. Oh, that stag pig right over there. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Like they call everything Coke or whatever. Like that.
Yeah, those weird people.
So
don't trust them.
Yeah. Anyway, Stag Do's 5th century BC, the Spartans, there's some history of the Spartans doing it. Theirs were always the night before the wedding. They'd have a big celebration, and it was a lot of toasting and cheering and making speeches. And many considered the final rite of passage before becoming a man. So some people we know might be right around the corner from finally becoming a man. I'm not looking at you, Hot Hands. You
could be a real boy.
You're still in Peter Pan.
Keep my childhood intact here, fellas.
Yeah.
Peter Pan Neverland. That's you for life. So, yeah.
Last chance to snag some pelt, you know what I'm saying?
He's really out there. Yeah, he's rutting. He's in rut. He's in rut. That's his call. That's his call. I also found that like it could have come from this guy Cernunos, and not to be confused with Sir Nunos.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, no, of Stag Fudo.
Not to be confused with Maria Menounos.
Yeah.
No, different. Cernunos was a legend from the British Isles, especially like northern stuff, Celtic. He was a Celtic god, and he was a big horny dude.
Never heard of him. Not a legend.
You actually have a lot in common.
Totally heard of this.
Maybe
guy.
they based him off you.
Yeah.
They just you're their messiah.
This is second coming.
All over the world. Big horny guy, god of fertility. It was interesting to me. He's a male god of fertility. Where I was thinking about it. A lot of fertility gods or goddesses. They're female figures.
Yeah, this is a regular Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah. This guy's out there really sowing his wild oats.
Yeah.
And so some people think that maybe that started to blend in with this term for celebrating man's kind of rite of passage into marriage and coming off the market and giving him one last kind of free, fully horned up night. So yeah, that he was a big part of the marriage rituals over there, and they think that's where the term stag do kind of derived from. So
Dang. Jose Cuervo.
So
Sorry, no, Frankie Muniz. No, Sir Nunos. That's who it is.
Frankie Cernunos. That horny dude.
That horny guy.
I mean, he was a horny teenager all the way. Anyway, that's next time you're at a bachelor party. Crack this out. It'll get everyone real hyped up. It'll probably get them wanting to drink more because when you're at a bachelor party, you don't care about anything else. But just in case you're at a party and you want to chat about what has brought us here.
I like it.
That's how you open your toast. What has brought us here? Sir Nunos.
Nunos.
What has brought us here? The Stag Do.
Yes.
What has brought us here? Dudes loving other dudes.
Buck dough.
Buckdo.
Buck party about to get buck.
Buckdo is the Australian martial arts where you just run into people with your head. So any questions?
I think that's great to know that it's not just not like Valentine's Day that was just made by Hallmark, that it's not just something like that. Or maybe it was made by the beer companies. I don't know.
It's rooted in masculinity, man.
It is.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
500 BC?
That's what I'm saying. It's nice to know that it has these deep roots of just men being men, living it up, that way.
Just patting each other on the back for 4 hours.
But we still are unsure of the groomsman gift. That could still be a Hallmark thing.
Oh, that's definitely a Hallmark thing. Because back in Spartan times, they were just like, you already have a spear, you already have a knife, you already have a hatchet. Like, you got your sword. Like, what can you give a guy who has all those things?
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, Spartans are like living Spartan. Like, they don't have material possessions. It's like... Yeah. So that's where you got to just really pay for the open bar.
You're watching History Channel like, we found bobbleheads of the old Spartans. We believe it's from a Serunos party. Serunos party.
As you can tell by the antlers. Dude, it would be hilarious. You had a Spartan bachelor party and you're just like, hey man, we just caught this Persian. You wanted, this is our gift. Or the bachelor or the groom is like, I've apprehended 8 Persian sacrifices. Just every guy gets to like hack off the head of a Persian.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you're doing at a Spartan party. Just like pouring the blood on
wine,
yourself.
Blood, Persians. Oh, they had it all.
Had it all. Kicking people into pits.
Yeah.
Line them up.
But what about the guys that they don't have nobody? I mean, this segment that reminds me is that sometimes life can get challenging. And, maybe sometimes a little lonely. The School of Hard Knocks can sign you up for the fall semester and keep you in class from 8 a.m. till night school. There's a lot of folks out there that need a little comfort, a little unconditional love, a little stag party. That's right, the Stag Do. No. Well, do I have a thing for you? It's Creature. Creature can come right to your stag party. Creature is a multifaceted little ball of enduring admiration and unending affection. They are specially bred from interdimensional cuddle bugs crossed with high static fur balls and a touch of horned scaly crawlers. Creature comes in multiple configurations: furry, fluffy, fuzzy, funky, flammable, fluid, filmy, flaccid, flimsy, fubsy, and even or freaking frozen. You gotta unfreeze it yourself. That's what you can do at your Stag Do. Create your ideal creature by going to the website www.ineedcuddles.gov and enter the code IAMGODVCPOD to unlock special selection features not available to other customers. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation, offer no judgment, actual product, service, or idea.
All right. We're in our last segment, and I don't mean to be talking so much about this one, but we're celebrating our friend, somebody we know, somebody that's not DJ Hot Hands.
May our hearts go out to him.
And when this episode comes out, we'll have thoroughly celebrated this man. So as part of our wrap-up of this special episode around bachelor parties, being bachelors, being men, I'm going to do a Don't Quote Me section. Don't quote me on this. This is a segment where we take a quote from the real world. Somebody else said it, and we say it here. So first one, I got 3 of them. I'm going to do the first one real quick. Bill Murray said, "You know how funerals are not for the dead, they're for the living? Bachelor parties are not for the groom, they're for the uncommitted."
All right.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Who do I got to impress at that point? I'm done. I'm done impressing people. I've already impressed.
I've already impressed the one girl who's going to give it up for the rest of my life.
That's right. That makes total sense. And at my funeral, I just want everyone has to tell a joke. Like,
Oh, God.
yeah, everyone just get in the line and everyone tells a joke.
At the wedding or at
No, at the funeral.
Oh, it's
My
funeral?
joke is going to be when DJ Hot Hands says his joke, and I'm going to be like, "Thank God he's dead."
And then just from the casket, you're here. Ah!
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that was just air leaving the body.
That's true. Yeah, who are these
Bring
parties
me
for?
the fillet knife.
You just go up there and just stab him.
That's why that was so heavy.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
weighted him
they're
down.
not for the groom.
So he couldn't ascend. We stuffed weights and chunks of other humans down his gullet so he couldn't make it up to heaven. Couldn't float up high enough.
Is there a reason Bill Murray referenced funerals in relation to your boy getting married?
Because he's a clever guy. Because he's a clever man.
That's the thing. They say, what if weddings are a sentence, a life sentence, something like that. I forgot the joke.
Well,
But
you're not
something like
invited
that.
to your funeral then.
Yeah. Dang, I gotta wait outside.
You gotta wait outside, man. Well, no, I mean, bachelor parties are not for the groom; they're for the uncommitted. I mean, this is the interesting thing because, like, that's what you kind of hinted at earlier. Of like, is this a new creation? Is this part of it is rooted in history? Part of it's rooted in camaraderie and sharing a celebratory moment for somebody's life, right? But it definitely has been more commercialized these days, especially with like movies like The Hangover, and I mean, it seemed like half of Wolf of Wall Street was like about bachelor parties and celebrating and Las Vegas and stuff. I think that's where you kind of don't want to lose sight of it. And I know this one bachelor party that we're planning that'll happen pretty soon, right before this episode comes out. I mean, we tried to do a good job with planning around the groom and not trying to make it about ourselves. Because we would have been heading to Vegas this weekend.
Oh, heck yeah, man. We would have been
Needy
another
bastard.
planet.
Yeah.
All right. I know someone else who wants to go to Vegas.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, have him call us.
Zach. Zach said
The
he wanted to
intern.
go.
Well, we're waiting for his
Yeah, we gotta wait till
Eventual
all that happens. But
nuptials.
I know he said he wanted to go there. So
Yeah.
The problem is if we take our intern Zach to Vegas, we might not come home.
He's the Ken Jeong of our group where he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
gets locked in a trunk of cars.
Pretty much.
Or on a mattress on the
He perpetually lives in Vegas for the
Hotel.
rest of eternity,
just doomed shackled there.
I'm not leaving.
ferrying other groomsmen through their bachelor party. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations.
This one I thought was good. You know what? I'm gonna flip them. I'm gonna do the last one because it's kind of like what along the lines you said there.
They'll never
Luke.
know.
Helen Rowland. She was a journalist and a humorist from the early 1900s. She said, and I like getting a woman's take on this, in olden times, sacrifices were made at the altar, a practice which is still continued.
Heyo.
So you're not bleeding on the outside.
Nope, just on the inside.
No, it's our hearts that are bleeding
Oh, sorry.
for you.
Oh, thank you. That's adorable. That could be a Hallmark card.
Yeah, just you open it up and it's just like as you open it, a needle gets like poked into like a little like vat or little pocket of blood, like fake blood, but blood, and it just like starts leaking down. My heart is bleeding for you. That'd be great.
Yeah, maybe. Your Wiccans. And then it's just gonna put, I now own your soul.
If you and Sir Nuno's hang out.
Yeah. I need my dowry before all this happens.
What if his name was like Sir Nunnis and it's just like we're way
dang.
up. Sir Nunnis.
He was British.
Sir Nunnis. Sir Nunnis. Sir Nunnis of us.
And there was two N's on the second, so it was like Sir Nunnis.
I think it might be Sir Nunnis. Anyway, last quote. Oscar Wilde, poet and playwright. The man who says his wife can't take a joke forgets that she took him.
Oh, hey.
That one is yeah.
I am a joke. That's what I told Michelle. I said, you already signed up for this, when she doesn't laugh at my jokes. Like, so get ready for the next 50 years.
They're only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
The word death is used in vows. I'd like to remind every man out there of this. Women too. They do use the word death.
I should toss out this fourth quote. This is a bonus quote before I want. Yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory. Bonus quote from my grandma at my wedding. You were all there for this.
Yeah. It was cold-blooded.
It's cold-blooded. She didn't smile.
It was dirty.
And she just stands up and just, I want to say something. It's how she always says right before she's about to lay down the hammer.
Murder someone.
Yeah. Divorce, never. Murder, sometimes.
Na. Your mama's a D-O-double-F-F-G.
And I check my watch and I'm like, when did Grandpa die? What happened around that time?
We're arguing that night.
I remember the kerfuffle.
Yeah.
4 words.
Cold-blooded.
That's 4 words with some really good punctuation, but 4 words.
That tells a story.
Yeah, it does.
Everyone's looking down at their plate all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they ever
Goodness
find the
alive.
murder weapon?
Yeah. They didn't need to.
Yeah. No, but the Oscar Wilde one, the amount of times I have a shit-eating grin after a dumbass joke, you can't count it. And just Michelle's face of like, you really just said that.
And why
kill you.
does she like it, or is she more just like I don't like? Is she actually bothered by it?
I don't think she's actually bothered by it. She would have killed me already.
Yeah.
There's still time.
She would have
still time.
invoked
We have
the
plenty of years.
Millie, Grandma Millie,
Yeah.
the Grandma Millie rule. I invoke the Grandma Millie rule.
Bring me the fillet knife.
Bring me the fillet knife. Comes back with a sword. Just- oh man,
Get my Aragorn sword and just fucking right down the gullet.
I'm gonna fall on this real quick. Yeah. So, do you have any questions, thoughts, concerns?
I already signed up for this. So it is what it
So you're
is.
committed. There's the funny thing is, right? When you're an unmarried guy in a bachelor party, you're always encouraging the groom to like jokingly sometimes, but it's just natural to be like, "Don't do it, don't do it, bro." Like, no, oh man, you can still get out of it, bro. Oh. Like you always say that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like DJ Hot Hands.
I thought, that wasn't him talking.
Yeah. No, but then when you're married and then you're in a friend's like, you're in a friend's wedding,
Yeah.
You still go, you can still get out of it, man. But your voice starts cracking. You can get out of it. You can get out. You can leave.
There's just more sadness in your eyes when you say it instead of jokes.
He has no idea the pain.
I love you. You can get out of it.
I hate to do this to you on the air, but I don't think I've had the chance. And Nick will tell you. Were you sure about this?
We're already married.
Look into the camera. Look into their eyes. Look deep into their eyes.
Yeah, we're already married. Yeah, we got married last year.
So freaking anticlimactic.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the holy matrimony.
No, I'm to just rewind for a second. When you are married and you're in a friend's wedding, you're kind of just like, okay, man, like, welcome to the party. Like, thank God. Like, thank God you're here, because now I'm not alone.
Thank God I know how to get you out. You do need. I put a duffel bag in the back of your car. I'll drive you to where you want to go.
I'll just tell her that you were sick, and I'll tell my wife that I had important business to attend to.
Yeah. It was this crazy fishing accident. He's like, let me tell you.
We're going off the grid, though, because she's tracking my phone. My wife's tracking my phone, and my wife and your wife are now in cahoots, or, almost wife is in cahoots. So,
scary thing.
Scary thing. So, all right. But you like these quotes?
They're good. They're solid.
Great. Now I got some material for the bachelor party.
Perfect.
My speech is done.
What the hell's a bachelor party?
I
thought we were doing
Stag Do. Stag Do. Fucking Stag Do.
Stag food dough. I get them confused all the time.
Yeah, I get it. They're so close.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
All right, we're going to the land down under for some Aussie news. This is the segment where we go check out what's happening with our friends in the land of Australia. We have learned a lot over the segments, a lot of different cultural things, a lot about the Australian people. They all just sound like amazing people, amazing workers, amazing citizens. I think I might move eventually. We're going to transport Velocity KS down there. Yeah. And then we're going to have a segment, U.S. news.
It's only right.
That's just going to be reading headlines about the current administration. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be a joke. So this week, I'm posting a video how fifth generation chicken breeder finally won the ultimate crown.
Probably first putting of all, weights in the chickens.
Bring me the fillet. Oh man, they're just. That's my favorite chicken, though. Yeah, but Australian chickens are a different breed too. I know we brag a lot about the citizens down there, but we had chicken stunt doubles on the show. I mean, there's the fowl down there are anything but fowl. And so in this story, young guy Latchy, I think his name is Latchy Arnett. Fifth generation chicken farmer. That's crazy. To be fifth generation anything is wild, okay?
Yeah, to go back that deep.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a chicken farmer. His pa before him was a chicken farmer. And I forgot my pa was a chicken farmer. And then his great-great-grandpa was a chicken farmer. And then his great-great-grandpa
was a walleye fisherman.
Yeah, he was a walleye fisherman, I believe, yeah.
And then my greatest of all grandpas was a chicken himself.
Yeah. Was first chicken or the egg.
Or the egg. Anyway, this guy is apparently a chicken prodigy at 21, one of the youngest to win it. It's just a chicken, quality chicken contest. Who can rear the greatest chicken?
What's the contest? Just how good the chicken is?
I think like it's
how busty.
I think it's like dogs. I think it's like they show them kind of like inspecting the chicken, looking at the beak. I think it's the same kind of thing where it's all bullshit.
Nice beak, nice gullet.
It's real.
Nice breasts, nice tail feather.
I watch those dog shows and it's just like, this Yorkie is way cooler than this Mastiff. I'm like, you're wrong. You're wrong. But I think it's the same thing here. They just look at the chicken and inspect it for the crown thing. Like how red and pure that is, because some chickens are all ratty up there, and they got black and stuff in there, but like how red that is. So, yeah. So
they do this the chicken contest, and then immediately after they do the barbecue chicken contest.
And his mom wins that every year.
Yeah.
This thing's got the gnarliest crown I've ever seen. This looks like bacon on steroids. He's brushing his feet.
It would be impressive if he won that. If he won the chicken cook-off right after just how cold he has to be, it'd be like, you're going to win me 2 blue ribbons this year. Elvis, you're going to win me 2 chickens, two blue ribbons.
I'll tell you what, mate, I got 2 great cocks over in the hen house over there. I'll tell you what, you're going to win the competition this year on 2 blue ribbons.
I've got 2 blue ribbons. I'll chop the head off right now. Watch me do it. You like to see chopping
Bring me the fillet knife.
We're about to circumcise this guy.
I mean, that just goes to show you that in life, when you're the cock of the walk, well, no, you wouldn't be if you're a chicken. You still gotta look your best. You gotta strut your stuff. You gotta flaunt it, and because you know what? Not only are you doing it, but the hen before you was doing it. The hen before that hen was doing it, and so on. And so many hens of that lineage have been doing just what you, the chicken prodigy, have gone out to do. Because, when you're in it in life, and you got your roosters out there coming along with you, you gotta be a stag. You gotta be a stag among the other cocks, and because anyone could be a stag, and you could be a buck too. You can get a buck out there, and it's for the boys. The boys are going out there. They're having a good time. They're throwing back some chili ones. They're opening up their baseball bats. They're hitting dingers. They're using shoehorns and knives and stuff to fillet things. That's just what guys do. That's what men do. And if they don't get a chance to go fishing and put some weights in some fish and get castrated, that's up to them if they want to do that or not. I don't subscribe to that. But what you should subscribe to is the Stag Do, because if you don't, who else is gonna? Woo! Here we are. We're coming into the recommendation station where we guys give you people out there in the world listening a recommendation from our life. That's right. We tell you something, whether it's a book, a movie, an idea, a lifestyle, a product, a music even. It could be anything that we think that you guys might enjoy. So this week, what I want to give to you for my recommendation, Altoids. I think Altoids are some of the premier halitosis breath refresher on the market. They are curiously strong, you might say. They've been curing bad breath since 1780. Actually, I don't know how true that is, but Altoids were out, and then in 1920, I was reading that they labeled it as fighting stomach poisons, something like that. And then that's when they started selling a little more. But you got the classic tin cans that they come in. I love little boxes and stuff, keeping things. You can put your D&D dice in there. Why not?
Good.
Yeah, to keep that in mind.
Nice.
But yeah, I got hooked up with some Arctic Curiously Cool Mints Winter Green the other day.
Nice.
I've been popping these things like Altoids. I was going to say Tic Tacs, but
Altoids sound like medicine. They always sounded like medicine to me. Like the Altoid word itself.
Probably because it was originally.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a man rite of passage to have those. My old man had them. That's what you should give out as your groomsman gift. Everyone gets Altoids.
Altoids and Brute.
Old Spice.
Pinod Clubman aftershave.
Here, this is for
Love
when
that
you're.
smell.
This is for 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Also, it's classy. They come in the tin.
Yeah. Now they got the laptop style, and then they got these. This one that I picked up is like the more longer.
That's cool.
Little pop top.
It is classy when you have a tin of Altoids and you're just like,
Yeah.
You hear that rattling around. People are like, "Oh, this guy's classy."
Classy.
Commitment.
I mean, I went with the Banaka for a while. That was more just as it's funny.
What's the banana?
The little spray. It's just funnier. See,
Okay,
you guys
yeah.
are already laughing about it.
Yeah, that's true. Wow,
But Altoids are classier.
got it. You've grown up.
Yeah,
It's like you're about to get married or something.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. No, you gotta stay forever young.
Forever.
I want to be forever young.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
a little Flactoid. 1997, they came out with the wintergreen. These bad boys, these bad Charlies. 1999, they had the cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, and that's a couple flavors for you.
Factoid for the Altoid.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for sharing with us, Luke, on that one. What you keep popping into your mouth lately, that's good. Always good to know and get updates on that. But hey, guys, that was it. That does it for episode 88 of the Velocity Chaos podcast. Thank you for hanging with us. And if you didn't figure it out already, somebody's getting married. We're really excited. This episode's going to mark that. DJ Hot Hands and I are going to make sure it's a good time for everybody. This Stag Do is going to be sweet. Anyway, really appreciate y'all being here with us for us. I want to thank DJ Hot Hands for riding shotgun on this one.
Thanks for having me, boys. It's always a good time.
Make sure you send your favorite, most popular Bachelor gifts to the groom so he can get us some cool stuff. A goodie bag. I'm just kidding. It's all about the groom. It's about men, loving men. That's what it's about. That's what a Stag Do is. All right. This is Nick signing off. Till next time.
And this is Luke signing off. Thank you guys all. We appreciate you so much for listening, watching, commenting, all the in between, telling a friend and telling another friend. If you could, and next time you go to the deli, tell your butcher, like, hey, let me get a slice of that Velocity Chaos. And he's like, okay, coming at you. And then, check you out on Spotify. No, for real, thank you guys. And like we always say, bring me the fillet knife. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.